It would also explain why you're going so slow. Which way are you heading? What are you intending? I find I'm always dreading catastrophes impending. I care, I wanna know. Please send me a signal and I'll gladly let you go. Oh, I care, I wanna know. I need to see your signal so I know which way to go. Please send me a sign, you don't have to say why. Like a lighthouse in a storm, like a lovesick firefly, like a friendly spark in darkness, like a diamond in the sky. Look, it only takes a second and I'm asking you to try. The simplest of gestures can warn of sudden moves. Save a life by signaling, and that just goes to prove I care. I wanna know. Please send.
Yeah! Yes! Light it up!
All that good stuff. We're gonna go in 3, 2, and go crazy!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's Comedy Sports Virtual World Championship 2020 match between San Antonio and Portland as the crowd emojis wildly. We have brought 29 teams from around the globe, but mostly America and Britain, to compete in head-to-head battles virtually for your entertainment. Let's bring two of them out now. First up, in red, your visiting team from San Antonio. Let's hear it first for a fancy bottle of Cristal Hernandez. Next up for San Antonio, let's hear it for Jaylene Cuisine Sager. and captain of San Antonio. Please give it up for Morgan. Where there's a way, there's a will. All right, taking on San Antonio tonight is your hometown, Portland. Playing for Portland tonight, let's give it up first for Amy Pepper Milstein. Let's hear it for Amy Zing Gray. And captain of the blue team, Jamie the Fool Montgomery. All right, and let's give it up for the gentleman in black and white stripes himself, reffing tonight's match. Let's give it up for Casey Extra Christie.
Welcome to ComedySportz! All right, the first thing we're going to do is get the captains on the screen. Captains, get on the screen right now.
Captains to the playing screen.
All right, Captain San Antonio, Captain Portland, Captain San Antonio. All right, great. So the first thing I'm going to do is, oh, thank you. Oh, that's very nice. That was very polite. All right, great. So first thing we're going to do is have you get your brown bags right now. Get your brown bags. Okay, so what do you got there, Jamie?
It's a brown bag. It's a bag.
Will your head fit in there?
Maybe.
All right, Captain Morgan, what do you have?
A down blanket with a cat toy that fell out.
Okay, so you both failed, but at least he has a bag. So Portland wins! Yay! So
yeah,
now, why do each player should actually have a brown bag of some kind. So the idea here is, this is all, hey, Jamie, this is an all improvised show, right? And
Yes,
Captain Morgan, we get suggestions from the audience. So if we hear anything that is lewd, crude, rude, lascivious, or downright dirty, offensive to me, I will blow this whistle. That's a whistle right here. And throw this flag and simulate brown bag foul. Do that with me. The brown bag foul. Oh, y'all are good. Very good. I'll do the brown bag. Very good. And if you have a bag big enough, then it goes over your head. It has to remain on there for the remainder of the scene, or a post note, apparently. The remainder of that scene or game. That's right. This is a clean show. There are children watching. Maybe, Jamie, you have children watching. It's possible. It's possible. I don't know. Your children probably all grown up now, so that's all insane for me. All right, great. So that's how that may work. There are other fouls I might call, but let's see how that goes. So, hey, you know what? Let's have a coin toss. Here's how the coin toss goes. I have an object behind my back right now, and whoever guesses that object the closest to what it actually is will get to go first. So, Captain Morgan, what is that object?
It's a rutabaga.
Wow. Okay. All right, Captain Jamie.
It's a shrinky dink.
Oh, very nice. It's a little miniature Leaning Tower of Pisa. Oh, that's close to a shrinky dink because it shrunk. Very good. All right, so Jamie, you won. So you get to go first. So what game would you like to play to start this all off with?
We want to play ABC.
Oh, ABC. Excellent. All right, so get your players ready. Go off. Do your thing. I'm going to get some
players.
All right, great. So I'm going to get some suggestions for you. So what's going to happen? I'm going to ask for some things, and you wonder, how are you going to tell me? How are you going to tell me what you want to play? Suggestions inspire everything we do. So what you do is you have that little chat window. In that chat window, and you will type in what you want to see. So I'm going to ask for something specific. So here's how we're going to go through this. I'm going to ask for maybe like a genre of movie that you like. So just type that in there. It could be anything at all. In fact, another thing I might ask for maybe a fruit. So type that in there, a fruit, a different kind of fruit. Maybe a store that you've been to recently, like a type of store you've been to recently. All right? So those are all things you can type in there. Now, when you type that in there, we have a chat goddess, Marianne, and she will check on that. Hey, Marianne, you there?
I'm right here. Hi, Casey.
What kind of suggestions are we getting right now?
Oh, I got dragon fruit. I got kiwi fruit. I got Tony Shalhoub. I have convenience store. It's crazy. These are great fans. Wow. I love them.
It's perfect. Right. So what happens is those suggestions that you're putting in there now and in the future when I ask for those, Marianne will pick out the one that sparks her interest the most, and that will be what we use to inspire what we do. It's improv. We're making it up. We don't have any of this written down, not because we're super smart, but because we can't remember. It's perfect. It's great. Yeah. So the game AB Scene works like this. AB Scene is a back and forth between the two teams, the red team and the blue team. There'll be one player up for each team. And they're going to begin a scene based on the suggestions that you've already suggested. And it's going to be each line. They'll have one line a person. Each line will start with a letter of the alphabet that follows in order. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You might be familiar with that. That's the order we're going to use, the appropriate 26-letter order there. And if they mess up, like they don't do it in the right order, I'm going to throw them out of there. I'm not actually going to throw them out of there. No, Mike, I won't throw them out of there. I may say that because I'm rude, but really what I'm going to do is I'm going to make them rotate. What happens is whoever got thrown out, the player, like the blue team member, see if I throw a blue team member out, they would have to leave, and a new blue team member will join them. They'll start right back up where they were as the same scene that's going on, same character, unless I change it. But we'll see how that goes. You got that, Mike?
Got it. So don't eject them from the Zoom meeting.
Very good. I see you've had that lesson before. Another thing you have to work on, Mike, is whoever gets removed or thrown out the most, they're not going to win any points for that round. But the other team, the one that got thrown out the least, they're going to win 5 points for their team. You got that, Mike?
Got it, Ref Casey.
Okay, perfect. So let's get the first player up for each team. And Marianne, why don't you tell us what our suggestion of those many ones that we got that I've already asked for? Pick one of those. That's going to be our suggestion to start our scene.
We are going to start with a grocery outlet store. That's from audience member Shane.
All right, thank you, Shane. Grocery outlet store. And since blue team, you won that round, you will start. And we're going to start with A. Conveniently, we're going to start with A, back and forth, then go.
All of these deals, I've never seen such bargains.
Bali, I got all your needs fulfilled right here.
Candy, do you have exotic candies?
Delightfully, we do.
Every kind of exotic candy? Because I'm looking for something in a guava.
Flavor?
Golly, yeah.
How did you...
So another reason I might throw somebody out there, as very much exemplified here by Crystal, is she kind of hesitated. She gave a little too much of a moment, and she said the right letter, but she wasn't there on time, so she is out of there.
Good
call. All right, next red team up, and we think H is where we left off on, and we're going to continue with H, and blue team, you will continue with H. Same story, same characters, go.
Honey, I want to look at the meat. You know?
I can look at the meat with you. We can do this together.
Just come along and let's pick out something big and juicy.
Okay, I can do that. I'm right by your side.
Let's stop at the soda aisle, though, because I'm a little thirsty.
You know how that gas kind of makes me have, heartburn.
Noxious. Yeah, I know. I've smelt it.
Ooh, and I bet that wasn't very pleasant for you.
Pleasant it was not.
I'm not enjoying this, so I'm going to throw the blue team member out. So she is out of there. All right, so yeah, very nice. Blue person. All right, so let's go start a new scene. And Marianne, what's our new scene going to be about?
Our new scene is going to come from Corey's suggestion of lime. Lime, L-I-M-E.
Lime. All right, red team, you'll begin. And what letter did we left off on? Anybody? We're going to pick a letter. I'm going to pick M. We're going to pick M. So red team.
I think it was M. It was like a into the end sound. So
okay, we're going to pick M. M. Red team, you will begin. M. The letter M. Go.
Mom, could you please pass the lime for my margarita?
No. We both have to have margaritas, but here you go.
Ooh, I like mine with extra lime. You know me so well.
Please, fill me up some more. I'm having such a hard day.
Quiet. I think your father's coming. Grandpa.
Really? I told him I stopped drinking 2 weeks ago.
No, you didn't. Now we're going to have to put on this farce of a lie.
Today. Let's go
Understand
today.
me? You better not be drinking down here.
Very
know.
much the truth.
We had brain explosion. Oh, where's my stupid? Okay, come here, come back here. Ah, hit the wrong keys. Yay! All right, now throw both red and blue team out because you both brain exploded on there. All right, next one's up for each of their teams. All right, so we're still about limes, and the letters are. I think I heard a U. Oh no, U is what you said. So we're gonna start with the next letter after that. And blue team, you'll start the next letter after U. Go.
Very nice limes. Hardly any seeds at all.
Why would there be seeds? Here in Bali, we don't have any seeds in our fruit.
X-ray this immediately.
Yes, I will. So glad we drink during work, Mom.
Zither music, anyone?
Ah, you know just what I like. Best coworker.
But anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Come on, they just keep coming. How come I never inherited your musical talent?
Don't stop, can't stop.
Exactly.
You have a hesitation here. Red team, you are out. Next red player up. All right, and what's the next? We're going to have new scene. So, Marianne, what's our new suggestion?
I'm going to take Dave's suggestion of pharmacy.
Pharmacy. All right, so Amy, you're going to start with pharmacy, and we're going to pick a letter way down in the alphabet. Maybe, let's say it's O. We're going to start with O. The letter's O, pharmacy. Go.
Okay, these are to keep you from turning into a duck, and you're supposed to take 3 before bed and 1 in the morning.
Please. Thank you. I was so worried that my insurance wouldn't go through.
Quack, quack. Just kidding.
Really? You have to taunt me?
Sorry, I just felt that we had a connection and I was joking with you.
Reverse. Go back to S. Continue on.
Surely you don't have to tease me this way.
Rotten luck to get this sensitive person when I'm feeling jokey.
Talking to me like I'm 5 isn't going to work either. You're really making me feel inferior.
Please, don't tell my boss.
And that's time. Yay! Oh, sorry for the crying situation. It's supposed to be funny. All right. So, Mike, you kept track of the eliminations there. So, which team got eliminated the least and got 5 points?
Well, that's correct, Ref Casey. It was super close because blue team did have to rotate 2 players out for that grandfather entrance. So they had 3 total rotations, but the red team still had 4. So blue team had less. That's 5 points for Portland. The score is now Portland 5, San Antonio 0. This scoring update is brought to you by Tony Shalhoub. Tony Shalhoub. He's in The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Catch it on Amazon Prime.
Perfect. All right, excellent. All right, so that means the blue team is in the lead. So, blue captain, take the screen. Jim, you always have the hugest smile on your face. When you get close to the camera like that, it's like, ah! All right, so Jamie, you won that round. You get to pick what game you want to play.
We would like to play Misguided Meditation.
Well, I would love to see this because I've never seen it before, so that'll be excellent. All right, so go away, get your team ready, and I will get a suggestion. So first thing, suggestion, let's see. Did I write down what I want from Misguided? Oh, I know. An object, a thing around your house. As mundane a thing as you can find. Type in those objects, whatever that is. All right, so what's going to happen is we got the game of Misguided Meditation. You're going to see, well, basically what it says. You're going to see a meditation on a whiteboard that may be a little bit misguided. Misguided by this suggestion. So, Marianne, what is that suggestion?
I'm going to take Manny's suggestion of bike.
Bike. So, bike is your suggestion. Players, are you ready to go?
Yes.
Then let's do that.
Start off with a deep breath. Let it out normally. Don't force anything. I want you to imagine a beautiful day. The air temperature is perfect. Your wheels are full and ready to roll. The sun is shining down on you. Not too hot. Maybe there's a light cloud cover. Perhaps fog, I don't know. However you like your weather, that is this weather. As you ride on your bike, you produce clouds of steam behind you. You are riding through puddles so quickly that you are producing steam. Although you are a Klingon, you are perfectly at peace. You are distracted by your thoughts of honor and ride into the grass on neighbor's lawn. Later, birds appear and disappear in the sky. You don't care that your tire is flat because you are watching the birds. What does it mean? It doesn't matter what it means. Take another breath. Now imagine that you are a flamingo with sunglasses on. Your knobby knees bend backwards, and you have to eat upside down. But you're a Green Beret and can kick butt any day. Think about how cool it is to be a Green Beret flamingo. Now let's go back to the bicycle. You should feel the power of the flamingo as you mount your steed. The bike almost takes off by itself. So ready is it to serve you. And in your mind, as in your reality, take another deep breath and exhale a great cloud of steam.
That's time! The game of misguided meditation. Now, if you hadn't figured it out, there were multiple people that were not talking that were doing the drawing, and the talker, Amy, was not. So, that's the game.
Delightfully weird.
Delightfully weird. That's a wonderful title. So here's how it's going to work. You saw one team. That's great. But we have a red team. So, red team captain, take the screen!
Red team captain to this playing screen.
Hey.
Ooh, you kind of.
Yeah.
I'm kind of intimidated now.
Good. That's what I was going.
All right, well, give the red team a point because I'm intimidated.
1 point for the red team for intimidation factor.
Okay. So, I'm sorry, Jamie. You just smiled too. No, sorry. You don't intimidate me. I'm sorry.
He's super nice. I know.
I know. So, what game would you like to do?
We would like to play 3 corners.
3 corners. All right, all 3 of them. Great. Do you want to get your team up? Well, I'll get some suggestions.
Please.
Well, I guess you get them ready, and I'll bring them up in a little bit. So get your team ready, and I'll give them suggestions. So first off, I'm going to type some suggestions here. So first off, what I want to do is maybe a place that maybe you or a child of yours or somebody you knew was lost. A place you've been lost, whatever that is. Be as specific or as general as you want to be in describing a place that you've actually been lost before. What is that? The next thing is perhaps there's some time in history, some era in history that you've studied or you read about that you like. Type that in there. Some time that has a name, or maybe it's a time period, whatever that is. Maybe a place that has that time period. Great stuff. Type that in there. And the next is use your little imagination caps here. How about a made-up social networking site name? Not one that already exists. I wouldn't want Facebook or Twitter. A made-up social networking site. What might be the name of that one? So type that in there. All right. So what's going to happen? You're going to see the game of 3 corners. That's going to be basically 3 scenes played by the 3 players. Will be 2 players at a time playing that. So here's how this is going to work. I'm going to get the first 2 players up. So the first 2 players get up. I'm going to assign you what this scene is about when you come up. So the first 2 players up. And there we go. Very good. So the first 2 players. Great. Yeah. So your scene is going to be about the first thing I asked for, which is a place someone's been lost. So Marianne, what is that?
Tyler suggested Dallas Zoo for these two.
The Dallas Zoo. So your suggestion is the Dallas Zoo. So we're going to have one go away, and 2 and 3 are going to come up. So there's another pair. This is going to be a brand new, unrelated scene with these two people, and it's going to be about that era of time, that place. What is that?
Loyal fan Dave says the early 1980s.
The early 1980s. All right, that's what you got.
80s?
The early 80s. All right, so let's get the last combination here. All right, so and that last going to be the last thing, that made-up social networking site.
And from this one, just because it's fun to say, from Kathleen, it's Floobstar.
Floobstar. Now you can do with that whatever you want to, team. That's a wild card for you to go with that. All right, so let's go back to the first pair and tell us what your scene will be about.
The Dallas Zoo.
Dallas Zoo. And I will say switch while that scene's going on, and there will be the second pair. And that second pair, what's their scene going to be about?
The early
1980s.
Early 1980s. All right, and I'll say switch, and I'll go to the last pair, and their suggestion, or their scene rather, will be about
Floobstar.
whatever that might be. All right, so back to our first pair. You got your suggestions. Players, jig in.
I just can't stand just being on display, everybody coming by and watching me. I mean, who do they think I am?
Mademoiselle, you're just so fine. I just want to pick all the little bugs off of you.
Please, feel free, you little plebeian. But let me tell you this. If I have to watch one more person come and throw popcorn at me, I am just going to lose it. Chimpanzees shouldn't have to live like this.
Mademoiselle, we've lived here all our lives. We don't know anything else.
But I can imagine. I have seen the way the cheetahs run wild here in their cages, and I think to myself,
Switch.
like, no way.
Oh, yeah, no way. I have 2 songs on this pocket rocker, and it is rockin'.
Yeah, it is, and I only hope that they play it at prom. Has Tommy asked you yet?
No, nobody's asked me. I mean, I'm only a freshman, so anyway, I don't expect much. But like, my pogo ball skills are off the charts, and as the pogo ball captain, I feel like my options are open and good.
There.
Switch.
But yes, you're supposed to watch. Correct. That's right, I'm floobing my lube.
You know how I feel when you do that.
He's terrified and exhilarated all at the same time. I know. Let me
I
get the
feel a little
next.
nauseous.
It's a duck. Watch. Excellent.
Switch.
I don't know what to do, Tiny Tom. I just am gonna say this. If you cannot free me like the cheetah, then I'm gonna have to fire you and find somebody else to serve me at my every whim.
Mademoiselle, you cannot make me leave you.
Ugh. I never thought I would need a lemur around, and yet you just hang out here.
I made you a pillow from the feathers of the flamingos.
Oh, I'll take that pillow. I will
Switch.
rest.
You know he's like Zach Morton. You know it.
I know. But here's the thing. You do not need to be nervous or freaked out because you are the pogo jumping champion queen. I mean, there's no way I could touch you. I can't even leave the ground. That's how much I can't touch you.
You don't have a pogo ball, that's why. But listen, he's like the coolest.
No, he
Not
is.
just a
and-
Jesse.
No, I know. And it probably wouldn't be all that bad if maybe he asked me.
Well,
Switch.
All you do is floob.
Right. I mean, it's a channel. It's a channel I run. It's Floob Star. What, you want more of me? I have a specialty.
I miss us.
It's a tire. Miss us. But you're not on board with Floob. So, you're not on board with...
Switch.
You did it! I'm free! I'm free at last! What to do first? I don't know! I don't know!
Mademoiselle, I missed the cage.
You missed the
Switch.
cage.
No, I'm perfectly fine with it. It's fine. It's fine.
Switch.
Floob, floob, floob.
I know. And
Switch.
How can you miss the cage? Now that we're free, if there's one thing I need to say, it's don't miss the cage!
And that's time. We all learned something too. Don't miss the cage. The cage is happiness. That sounds... Yeah, probably that's not the lesson. All right, great. So
The cage's happiness sounds better than floobing your lube, Ref Casey, so you're good to go.
all right, so hopefully we'll have to bleep that out when this goes back to recorded. When this is broadcast on the West Coast.
Yeah.
All right. So here's how it's going to work. You're going to have to vote for which team you enjoyed the most. Would it be the blue team and their game of misguided meditations, or would it be the red team and their game of three corners? Or whichever you enjoy most, you'll vote for them now. So there's a poll right there. But you even got the names of the teams, San Antonio and Portland. You don't have to remember the colors at all. That's perfect. So let's have a countdown.
All right, it looks like the votes are going back and forth right now. It's very tight, 52% to 48%. It's going to come down to the final minutes. Ref Casey, one team's going to come out on top.
Oh, that is so close. All right, so Portland won by just a slim margin. We're going to give Portland 5 points for that. 5 points.
All right, this scoring update is brought to you by Pogo Balls and Pocket Rockets. Those are things from the 80s. The score is now Portland 10, San Antonio 1. Back to you, Ref Casey.
Yeah, San Antonio gets another point. She gave me the eye. Sorry. All right. So that brings us to the... okay, you only get 1 point. That's enough. All right. Oh, red team captain, come back on the screen. I'm going to give you a chance to pick the head-to-head game right here in the middle. What game would you like to play?
I would like to play Town Hall.
Town Hall. Oh, that's good. I like that. All right.
And I brought my cat.
Apparently so. All right, so go get your team ready, and blue team, get your team ready as well. So Town Hall. So here, first off, what I need you to type in for your suggestions. Imagine completely ridiculous made-up topic that people would argue about. I'm not asking for the real things that people argue about, but a ridiculous kind of topic that people might argue about. You know, like it might be, you know, should I have, you know, and I kind of say that people argue about, I mean, like at a city council meeting, you know, should we open school in August or should we open it in September? Well, actually, that's a pretty good answer. Actually, something more ridiculous than that. Crazy, ridiculous, they would never argue about that. So type that in for your suggestion, and Marianne will pick out the best ones. So here's how it's going to work. You're going to have each team up, the blue team and red team. They're going to pick characters that will be inspired by your suggestions, and they're going to be either pro or con, meaning they're for or against whatever this topic that they're going to be arguing about in the city council. And I'm going to make, hey, Mike, you're going to be the mayor, okay?
Very nice, Ref Casey.
Right. So he will be the mayor that's going to, apparently the mayor without hair. I made a rhyme. Very nice. Who's going to be overseeing this event. So, Marianne, what's our suggestion, this topic?
Abby wants to know if this city should hold the annual cartwheeling championship.
Ooh, should they handle the cartwheeling championship? We're going to make, how about we make San Antonio pro, they're for cartwheeling championship, and that means Portland's against it. All right, so I'm going to turn it over to you, Mike. When I say go, all the players on the screen, Mike, go.
All right, settle down, everyone. I know you're making a lot of noise right now that I can hear audibly. Yeah, there it is.
Rabble.
It's time for our monthly meeting where we decide fun things to bring to town. First item on the agenda is little Susie from down the street just learned how to do cartwheels, and she wants to bring the cartwheel championships to our town. What say you? Just general reaction, just emoting reaction.
Yes! We need that. More of it. What?
All right. One at a time. Let's hear from Victoria Wattle. You look upset about bringing the cartwheel championships here. What say you?
I am upset. As you know, I run the local nursery and camouflage expertise college.
Camouflage expertise college. Yes, it is an invaluable resource to our town.
I blend right in.
But why are you opposed to the cartwheels?
Well, if my students are practicing their camouflage skills, and I don't know if you've seen these cartwheelers come through, but they can go for miles if they're in the professionals.
That's a very good point, Victoria. What say you?
There's a chance that they'll go right over my students.
Yeah. Oh dear. We want child safety. That's for sure. Well, what say you, crowd? Well, how do you feel about this? Settle down. Amelia.
Yes.
Why don't you take it? Tell us why we should have this here in our town.
Well, as part of the state of Oregon, we're here by the Oregon Trail. And nobody knows what that is. If we don't do cartwheels, how will they ever remember how we came here? How will we ever reenact it? How will anyone ever remember what anything is besides Twitch and Twitter and anything? It is part of our heritage. And also, have you seen the children in this town? They could use some exercise.
Oh dear, yes, at our
I
town in Oregon. Yes.
I know I'm right.
About it.
All right.
Not entirely sure.
Yes. All right, self-care, Cindy. You're always the voice of reason in the town. Tell us why we should not have cartwheeling championships.
Thank you, Mayor. I have been under a lot of stress.
Oh, baby.
And the way that I deal with my stress is I need to soak. I have been soaking for 47 weeks now.
Yeah.
I am all pruny. See?
Oh.
And cartwheel after cartwheel will disturb the biome that I have created. They will create so much anxiety, so much activity that it's going to just harsh my vibe. And I can't have my vibe harshed. I've had 47 weeks worth of prune here. You can't take that from me. You can't take that from me.
Somebody call her down.
All right, self-care, Cindy.
He's going off the rails.
It's all right. We here in Oregon won't stand for this. But let's just hear from some other. Sally.
No.
Well, Sally Turmoy's here from your local elementary school. Elementary School. Of course we need the cartwheel championship here. We have many talented children here who are going to be scouted, and they're going to be in the Olympics, just like Nadia Comaneci. Are you going to steal their dreams? Are you going to take away their chances at fame and fortune and exercise? Huh. Of course you're not. We need the championship here.
Very nice. Yes, Nadia Elena Comaneci, if I remember correctly, Romanian retired gymnast and 5-time Olympic gold medalist in all individual events. I remember.
Yes. First to get a perfect 10.
First to get a perfect 10. River, you look like this is really touching your heart here too. Tell us why we should have the cartwheeling championships.
It's all about making sure that we have something for the kids. Okay, they need to express themselves, and by doing cartwheels, they are doing it and letting the energy out into the world. And we need to embrace them and take care of our children, for they are the future.
Very nice. The children are our future. It seems like it's a battle of young versus old here, and I don't want to go directly to Marla Jean, but Marla Jean, what are your final say? You have a cartwheel behind you.
Oh yeah, baby, we got the cartwheel behind. That shows you the dangers of the cartwheel. It's dangerous.
Yes.
And I don't want people descending in on the town. It's going to make it too many people, and I want to be alone. You can break a hip if you do some cartwheels. Don't do cartwheels.
Right. 3 hips. 3 hips.
Any hip.
Oh, that's right,
Any
baby.
hip's gonna be broken.
That's right.
And that's time! The game of Town Hall. All right. So it's going to be your chance for a vote for which team you enjoyed the most. Unfortunately, you can't vote for Mike. Mike is a winner all the time anyway.
Oh,
that's
thanks,
right. Okay, great. So we got to vote for San Antonio in red or Portland in blue. Whichever team you thought entertained you the most, you give them the vote right there. So let's have some music and a countdown of some kind. 5.
All right, Ref Casey, the votes are coming in. Should cartwheeling be brought to town? San Antonio says yes. Portland says no. It's swinging back and forth right now, and I think we're going to end it in... Oh, there we go. Call it, Ref Casey.
Oh, Portland got 60%. San Antonio got... So I'm going to make it 6 points for Portland, 4 points for San Antonio. 6 points for Portland, 4 points for San Antonio.
All right,
What's our score now?
Score, Ref Casey, to Portland 16, San Antonio 6. Back to you, Ref.
All right, so I think they got a kind of a home team advantage going on here with Portland, but let's see how this goes. We got a whole rest of the match to go with that. So the team that's currently in the lead, that's Portland. So Blue Captain, take the screen.
Blue Captain to the playing screen.
There he is. There he is. Hey, Jamie, what game would you want to put up here now?
We would like to play the game of Foreign Movie, please.
Foreign Movie, excellent. All right, so do you need any help with this?
Oh, yes. Oh, can we borrow a player from the San Antonio team, please?
All right, who got a red? Okay, all right, we got one ready. Great. So that's 1 point for bonus point for helping out for the red team.
And one bonus point for us because we get a bonus point?
No, that's not how that works. Go away.
Boo.
Right.
Bonus point, red team.
The game of Foreign Movie. First off, I need you to type in your suggestion. That suggestion will be a couple of things. First off, we want a fictitious country. That means a country that doesn't actually exist. It can sound like a country that exists, but it's made up. And don't just misspell Canada. Give us a brand new country that you're making up on the spot, and we're going to go from there. The second thing is, if there was going to be a movie about you, an autobiographical movie about you, what would be the title of that movie? Don't put your name in it. Movie that's an autobiographical movie about you. All right. So first off, we're going to have, this is a foreign movie. That means it's done in a different language, a language we're unfamiliar with. And that language is going to be from this made-up country. Marianne, what is that?
Our made-up country from Kevin is Yak, Estonia.
Yak, Estonian. Very good for not misspelling Canada. Yak, Estonia. Excellent. All right. And this is also the name of our movie, at least translated in English, is going to be what, Marianne?
From Andrew, I'm taking Nerd Alert.
Nerd Alert. I want to read that one. All right. So Nerd Alert from, what was it again? Yak, Estonia?
Yak, Estonia.
Yak, Estonia. Nerd Alert from Yak, Estonia. All right, great. So, well, basically, players, get on the screen however you want to do that. And the game is Foreign Movie, Yak, Estonia, and Nerd Alert. Go.
A Yak Estonian international film production.
Out to you from Yak, Estonia. Nerd alert. Nerd alert. Nerd alert.
Blambum. Badonki Rosta.
Hey, looking good.
Blosken Duggan, was da hino Bloskenwag?
Why, thank you, Turtle Nubbins. You're looking good too.
Yabalo nabino. Nadigada walalis. Wala batanda.
Yeah. I'm ready to race you up the mountain and win.
Blosken Duggan, was digging, hogging, flogging, stigging, wag, morghog.
That sounds like a wonderful activity. Let me get my inhaler.
Oh. Ja, but you're joking about lots na met is, no, but vele spelen. Kom on, spelen. Test.
What you have in asthma, I make up for in my ancient age. It's on.
Blosken digging, waggin, flogging. Ha, blosken digging, hana, hanaku.
Cool, Turtle Nubbins.
Robachoka.
Listen, Pinchface, you know that the elders of this city get 100-meter head start, so I'll take that.
Not fair. I'm just a little kid. How could you treat me like this after I've been so nice to you? And I was the only one who came to your house for Halloween, and all the other kids wanted to TP your place, but I stopped them.
I won the first 100 meters, and you bring up a good point. You were very nice.
Blasky weedy, wada, blaskin diwa, wana, hana, staga.
Did you really? Because I saw you totally take a taxi and come up the back and, I'm still talking.
And that's time. The game of foreign movie. Keep that in mind, because now the red team captain is going to tell what game they're going to play. Red team captain.
Red captain to the playing screen.
I'm here.
We're all running now. All right, great. What game would you like to do?
We would like to play the game of Principal's Office.
Principal's office. All right, great.
Yes,
Does that mean
please.
somebody has to leave the room?
It does, and we're going to send Jaylene out.
All right, Jaylene, we're going to send her out to our soundproof street, which otherwise means she's being put on hold. So she can't hear what we're saying about her or anything else, and she won't be able to see the chat when she comes back. So first off, I'm going to need some suggestions from you. So start typing them in. First off, maybe an activity, particularly one. Oh, she's back.
I'm still here. And it might be because I didn't change my name. Could
It
that be
is,
it?
but I am kicking you out right now. Bye-bye.
There, she's gone. She didn't hear any of it either.
Let's get off while he explains, Crystal.
Okay, bye-bye.
Right.
And Marianne, is she gone now? For sure, she on hold?
She is absolutely on hold. She cannot hear anything that we are doing right now.
Oh, perfect. Well, we could talk about her all we wanted to.
We totally
There's
can.
not-
She's amazing, isn't she?
Not that there's a lot of recording or anything out there or streaming. All right, great. So first off, an activity that's not a crime in any way, shape, or form. Pretty mundane activity or pretty, everyday activity, pretty innocent activity, not a crime at all. So put that in there. The next thing I want you to do is maybe a fairly generic location. I'm not asking for a location like Dallas or Paris. I'm asking for like a location you find in any city or any state, like a park, things like that. Some sort of generic location. And the next thing is, how about a celebrity? So maybe your particularly favorite celebrity. It could be music, it could be movies, it could be TV, it could be no one even knows what they're famous for. Type those in, those kind of celebrities. And what's going to happen is that right now she's out of the room. She doesn't know any of these things. When she comes back, she's been called to the principal's office. And the principal and whomever else is at the principal's office is going to try to get her to admit to committing the crime, which is the activity that you just specified. Of course, she doesn't know what it is. They give her clues that go along. Also, she has to say where she did the crime and who was her accomplice, which was a celebrity you just gave. All right, so Marianne, what is that crime, or in this case, an activity? It's not really crime related.
In this case, her crime was planting a tree.
Planting a tree.
From loyal fan Julian, yes.
Right. So when he comes back in the room, she's going to have to guess that her crime was planting the tree, or not really a crime in school, but let's go on to the next thing. What's the location?
Our location from Corey is the moon.
The moon. That's found in any major city. Perfect. All right. So the moon. Excellent. And the last one is a celebrity.
Our celebrity from loyal fan Nicole is Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. All right, great. So that's her accomplice. The location that the crime committed was taking place in was the moon, and the crime itself was, again, it was, what was it again?
The crime itself was planting a tree.
Planting a tree. Very good. Thank you. Planting a tree in the moon. Actually, sounds like a good thing, but there you go. All right, so you got all that, Red Team?
Yes.
All right, so let's call her back in the room by 1, 2, 3, saying, "Hey, get back in here." 1, 2, 3. Hey, get back in here.
Back in here.
She's back. Yay.
Back.
All right. So, players, you got the game of Principal's Office. Ready? Begin.
Ref Casey, just one quick
please.
note to the loyal fans watching. Just make sure that now that Sally is back, or not Sally, Jaylene's back in the room. She can see the chat. So just don't put any clues.
Yeah. So don't put it in the chat now because she can see the chat, and that would be cheating, and it's not as nearly as much fun as watching her guess and squirm. All right, go.
Come here and sit down. Listen, Tony. You know what you did.
I didn't do anything.
You know, you think you're doing a good deed on this holiday that's national, but you know, I didn't appreciate it.
I didn't burn the turkey at Thanksgiving.
No, listen. Oh, you wish that was what you had done, but like this is sanctioned. It's a national day. You don't go and do it in April on a day that isn't the day, and you also don't just roguely create life in the soil.
Is it my fault that I planted flowers on Arbor Day?
Flowers are perennials. But
I meant to say a tree.
See, you did it.
You're over there planting trees.
I just thought that we needed a little bit more oxygen in the universe.
All right. Well, that's funny. Oh, that's funny.
Now you're just rubbing it in our face that you're in the universe.
Oh. No, you have at it, Thompson. Go for it. Tell her.
Pluto needs trees too.
Well, then do it on Pluto, right? Go big or go home, I say. But no, you didn't. You just kind of went next door.
On Jupiter.
You know, some say that we've never really been there. But if you obviously were.
They're liars, because I have been to Mars.
That's fascinating. That's fascinating. But I think you're a liar.
I've been to Jupiter too.
All right, let's just talk about how you picked the tallest crater and put it there, huh? The tallest crater. You just went, you came back in 2 days. You thought we wouldn't notice you skipping class, but we did. And now it's suffocating out there.
Oh no! I feel like I'm getting caught for something that I just was trying to do something right. I didn't mean to go to the tallest crater.
And then you danced there. You did your little dance
on an eclipse, no less. On a lunar eclipse.
Oh. Well, if you think that it's my fault that I went to the moon to plant trees, then I just have to say that that anybody would have done it. Anybody would have. It wasn't just me.
Look, and you picked the annual, like her new album release, the day of her new album release, so that you could go big or go home.
Because Shakira's hips don't lie.
You know, I'm seeing a little red right now.
don't see red. Everybody loves Taylor Swift.
So why did you do it?
She's got it, all three of them. Yay!
I got all three of them?
Yes, I'm right.
Yes!
But now you have to go to, but now you have,
Taylor Swift.
yeah.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, everybody say bye, red team. All right, so it's going to be a chance to vote for which team you enjoyed the most. First off, 3 points to the red team because they got all three of those right, so 3 points. And now it's your chance to vote for which team you enjoyed the most. Was it the blue team, or more precisely, the Portland team, or the San Antonio team? Your choices are the game's principal's office or the foreign movie. So here goes your voting. Vote, vote, vote.
All right, while everyone's voting, Ref Casey, just a reminder that this match is, we didn't charge for this. This is completely free to watch during this virtual championship, so shout out to Portland. But you can support the teams. Marianne, our chat goddess, will be putting those links in the chat right now. You can Venmo at Patrick Short 4 or head to that paypal.me/CSz Portland for all of your donations are super appreciated, and we thank you for being here. And I think that's it for the poll, Ref Casey.
Whoa! San Antonio took a huge lead there. Ooh, look at that. All right, so that's 10 points to San Antonio. 10 points. What's our score now?
All right, that brings our score. This next scoring update is brought to you by Nerd Alert, coming soon to Disney Plus. Everyone, that's right. Nerd Alert. It's also a Yakistonian film. Fun fact, this is a character from Doug, who is a Yakistonian exchange student. If you remember Doug, everybody. All kinds of fun facts. But let's get to the score because we got to get going here. The score is currently 20, San Antonio, Portland 16.
All right, great. So that brings us to our last chance round where I challenge both teams to the game of my choice. And I've challenged both teams to the game of Jimmy the Pigeon. Jimmy the Pigeon. Let's get... Woo! So that's great. So there's all the players on the screen for Jimmy the Pigeon. And we're going to ask for lots of suggestions as it goes along. And you type them in. So we'll just get those party rolling right now. So start typing in jobs. Those are occupations. Maybe type in something that... It's very hard to find at the store. What is that? Very hard to find at the store. How about something that you have in your house right now that maybe not everyone has? So you start typing those things in right there. All right, great. So the game is Jimmy the Pigeon. It's a pun-laden game. Now, I haven't mentioned the Groner foul yet. We usually don't like puns, but we're going to suspend the Groner foul that I never explained for this game because this is a pun-laden game. And let's give an example of how this game might actually go. So, Jamie, let's presume that you're up and the suggestion is cows. So demonstrate how the game might be played.
Hey, Jaylene, did you hear about Jimmy the Cow?
No, I didn't hear about Jimmy the Cow.
Well, you know what? It's utterly ridiculous what he done.
Oh, he's got to move on over.
All right, great. All right, so what happens is whenever so the game is Jimmy the Pigeon. We're going to place the pigeon with your suggestions. And whenever the pun is good, I like it, you like it, you know, basically Mike likes it, they're going to get 1 point for their team's total. If you don't like it, if I don't like it, if Mike doesn't like it, there's no points. Now, here's a bonus one here. Not only Mike, Jamie got that point because he made a good pun to start off with, Jay Lee responded with a really good pun back at it, so she would have got a point as well. They can double up like that. Very good. Mike, can you keep track of the points for me?
That's correct, Ref Casey, and I'll give a little ding of the bell for each point awarded.
All right, so you make the choice unless I tell you which one to do specifically, but you otherwise make your judgment call on that one, which you enjoy the most.
Got it. I do enjoy judging people, yes.
Great. And Amy, the mustache is really a little bit disturbing there, so great.
What are you talking about? You don't like my mustache?
No, I love it. That's my point. It's disturbing. All right, so our first suggestion, Marianne, of all the ones I asked for, pick one of those that you think is a good one to start with.
We're going to take Jimmy the Stockbroker from Loyal Fan Kathleen.
Oh, Jimmy the Stockbroker. All right, so players, the game is Jimmy the now it's Jimmy the Stockbroker. Go.
Hey, Amy. Amy, did you hear about Jimmy the Stockbroker?
No, tell me what happened.
Well, it's hard to bear.
Oh, man.
Hey, Morgan. Hey. Did you hear about Jimmy the Stockbroker?
Nah.
He took my car and crashed.
Oh, that's bull. Ha.
Hey, Crystal.
Yeah.
Did you hear about Jimmy the stock market? Jimmy well, he had a little piggy and he went to the market.
Committed, point.
Hey, Amy Pepper.
Yeah.
Hey, you hear about Jimmy the stockbroker?
No, what's up?
NASDAQ we're talking about.
All right, great. Give us another suggestion, Marianne.
Our next suggestion comes from Andrew. We've got binder clip.
Ooh, binder clip. Sounds like promising. Go.
Hey, Jaylene.
Yeah, Jimmy, what's up?
Did you hear about Jimmy the binder clip?
Nah. Tell me.
He couldn't keep it together.
Oh, he's got to get a grip, man.
Hey, Crystal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear the one about Jimmy the binder clip?
Nah.
Now he had to claw his way to the top.
Hey, Jamie.
Hey, yeah, what?
Did you hear the one about Jimmy the binder clip?
No, I didn't.
Well, he switched in binders for chips.
Oh, I bet he put the squeeze on them.
Hey, Jaylene.
Yo, what up, Zing?
Did you hear about Jimmy the binder clip?
Nah. Tell me.
He got attached.
Yo, no way. He got me 3 rings.
3? Is that enough to bind her?
That's another one.
Binder. 2 points for Amy, 1 point for Julie.
New topic. All right, Marianne, next topic.
This one makes me happy. I'm going to take from Sawyer, sea monkey.
Ooh, sea monkeys. Go.
Hey.
Pepper.
Yeah, what's up?
You heard about Jimmy the sea monkey?
No, what happened?
He's all wet.
Oh, man, I heard he got into the brine.
Hey, Amy Zing.
Yo.
Hey, did you hear about Jimmy the sea monkey?
No, what?
No, he's hatching up a plan. Yeah.
Hey, Peppa.
Yeah, what's up?
You hear about Jimmy the Sea Monkey?
No, tell me what's going on.
Dude, every Friday night he goes cruising.
If you say so. I heard he's a little shrimp.
Hey.
Oh.
Hey.
And that's time. Yay!
Pow.
All right, so Mike is furiously totaling up the points there, and we're going to have a final score. But before I get to final score, I want to thank our tech guy, Pat Short, for running the show behind the scenes.
That's cool.
I want to thank Marianne, our chat goddess. Yeah!
Thank you.
I'm going to thank, it's even more disturbing when you take the hat off. I'm not thankful for that mustache. I'll tell you that right now. I'm thankful for, I lost my train of thought. Oh, Mike, our announcer tonight. Yeah.
Hey.
I'm thankful to San Antonio for putting up such a great team tonight. Yes, thank you very much. And Portland for being so blue and being so wonderful tonight, too. Yeah. Yes. All right, so, Mike, give us that final score, and let's pretend to be dramatic.
All right. It all came down to the final game. Which is good in a competition. It makes it exciting. The blue team had 9 good dings, bringing their score to 25. San Antonio had 8 good dings, bringing their score to 28. San Antonio wins 28-25. Red team wins. Red team wins.
All right.
Okay. I want to thank all of our loyal fans.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching tonight's match between San Antonio and Portland. Let's give it up for all of our amazing players. First, let's say goodbye to your losing blue team. Let's hear it for Amy Pepper Milstein. Give it up for Amy Zing Gray. And captain from Portland, Jamie the Fool Montgomery. Now give it up for your winning team in red. Let's first hear it for a fancy bottle of Cristal Hernandez. Jaylene Cuisine Sager. And captain of the red team, Morgan, where there's a will, there's a William. And we couldn't have done it without this gentleman. Please give it up for your amazing referee for tonight's match, Casey Extra Christie. One more quick shout out to our chat goddess, Marianne Rambo in the chat. Patrick Electrical Short on the keys. I've been your announcer, Mike Euphoric Gregoric. Check out all of our amazing matches coming up at ComedySportz Worldwide Championship. There's the information on the screen there where you can Venmo and support our team there in Portland for hosting tonight's match. We'll see you next time, everybody.
If you're traveling vehicularly, often it is perpendicularly. It's a no-brainer making turns on a grid. Now look at what the city planners done did. They've installed an alternate intersection that seems to go off in random directions. Yield at the sign, take a breath, it's okay. Cars already circling should have